Now I'll add some cardamom powder. That's it. Let's just check the consistency. This yummy, delicious, mouth-watering kulfi. We need 750 ml of full cream milk, 100 ml of fresh cream, 2 tablespoons of corn flour, 1 tin of condensed milk, half a teaspoon of cardamom powder, few saffron strands dipped in milk, few nuts, pistachios, almonds, cashews sliced, and few raisins also cut into small pieces. That's the only ingredients we need. Let's start preparing it. Pour milk and bring it to boil on a medium flame. And also side by side add 100 ml of fresh cream to it and let it come to boil on a medium flame. Now as you can see, milk has come to boil. At this stage we will add condensed milk, full tin of condensed milk, and side by side mix also, because it should not settle down at the bottom. We have to keep stirring it. Also scratch the ends in between in intervals, and also keep the flame on low medium so that the milk should not stick at the bottom and also at the sides. Now I'll add some cardamom powder, half a teaspoon, and give it a good mix. Cardamom powder has a very nice aroma actually. Keep stirring it. Now we'll add the saffron milk. And give a nice mix. And slowly you will observe a light yellowish color coming. After stirring for a while, I'm going to add the nuts and raisins so that they also get soft with the milk. Now keep stirring and keep cooking for another 5 to 7 minutes. We have been cooking for 5 minutes now. It looks almost done. Let it be on simmer flame. Till then take 2 tablespoons of corn flour. To that add 2 tablespoons of water and make a paste. Add the corn flour water mix and give it a good mix, and within few minutes you will observe that it has begun to thicken. And try to scratch the sides as well as the bottom and give it a mix. Our kulfi mix is ready. The fragrances are awesome, and also you can taste it at this point to taste the sugar. It looks perfect. So I'll just close the flame now. Reason why we added corn flour was to thicken the mix easily, and that itself will help while we set it in the freezer. So now we are going to make it rest for about half an hour or so, let it cool down, and then we will put it in the freezer. For setting the kulfi, you can use your traditional aluminium containers or ceramic cups, or even these days these plastic molds are also coming up. So whichever is suitable for you. For me, I have observed that ceramic works perfect, and now I'll just keep this for half an hour, and after that we will put it into these containers, and later on we will keep it in the freezer. It takes about 8 hours for a kulfi to set properly. But have you observed that whenever we make ice creams or kulfi at home, they have that icy crystals left in that. It doesn't come as smooth as we get it outside. To make it absolutely as we get it outside in restaurants or hotels, what we need to do is we will set these for about only 4 hours when it is partially set, and take it out of the freezer, blend it once, and then again we will put it to set it in the freezer for about 8 hours. This way there will be no icy crystals in your kulfi. So we will now first set it for 4 hours. And if you don't have the patience to bring it out after 4 hours and again then wait for 8 hours, you can straight away set them for 8 hours. They also taste yummy, but still you will observe some icy crystals that way. That's it. It's been 4 hours since our kulfi has been resting in the freezer. So I'm going to empty the contents into a mixing bowl. As you can see, it is in a semi-solid structure. You will have to break it and then actually add it to the mixing bowl. It's not completely set. This is the stage we were looking for. That's why we kept it only for 4 hours. Next, what we are going to do is we are going to blend this into a smooth paste. I am using a hand mixer. You can use a food processor, a lassi maker, or a blender even will do. When we use a blender, it has a blade on it, so the nuts will crush actually. So what you can do is, if you're using a blender, then again add some dry roasted nuts before you freeze your kulfi. So let's blend it. That's it. Let's just check the consistency. See, it's very smooth now. Again, back to normal. Now again we need to freeze it for 8 hours. But this way your kulfi will never have the icy strands with what we get when we are making ice creams or kulfi at home. It will come absolutely like we get it in restaurants, smooth yet very delicious, and obviously it all has the goodness of being cooked at the home. So I'm going to again set it into the molds and the ceramic cups and all, and freeze it for 8 hours. We will fill our molds and again going to freeze it. After filling all the containers, now we are going to pack them. For packing the containers, use iron foil. This, just like this, cover it up properly. And after the iron foil, I will suggest to use some cling wrap and pack it up again with this plastic wrap. And if you have a rubber band or something, you can just seal the sides by using a rubber band, and put them into freezer for 7 to 8 hours, and your kulfi will be ready to be served. Our kulfi is set by now. It took around 7 to 8 hours. I have brought it out from the freezer. Now we are going to plate it. So just remove the cling wrap and the aluminium foil. Take the mug, just scratch the sides with a knife, just like this, so that it becomes easy for bringing out the kulfi. Slightly bring it on the top of a plate. See, lovely kulfi. Wow. What you can do is, you can just put a stick inside and have it like normal kulfis, or what I do is normally is cut it into small pieces. Very easily it gets cut, because now we have done that process of icy crystals. There are no icy crystals, so I'm able to cut it like very easily. I can cut it very easily. That's it. Sprinkle some faluda and you can serve lovely mouth-watering kulfi to your guests and family. One more way to serve it is cut it into yet more smaller pieces. Kids love it. and put it in a wine glass or an ice cream bowl. Cut it into small pieces like this. Drop it inside the wine glass. Wow, it becomes easy to eat also this way. And top it up with some Faluda. Wow, lovely. It's so mouth-watering that I can't stop myself from having it right now. Drop in some more pieces of kulfi. And lastly again I'm topping it up with some more Faluda. Wow, it is awesome. Kids just love it. Kids, in fact, people of all age group love it. Serve it the way you like it. This yummy, delicious, mouth-watering kulfi.